Hello. Now we are going to discuss about liquidity ratios. What is liquidity and what are the types of ratios? How to know the liquidity position of a business? So our objective is to understand the meaning of liquidity. Then what are the types of ratios we calculate to know the liquidity position of the business and calculation of ratios. These are our objectives for this session. Liquidity means the ability of the business to pay its current liabilities. Whether the business can pay the current liabilities on time or no. Any business who cannot pay the liabilities on time will be in problem. Suppose particularly current liabilities means which are to be paid in a short time, less than a year. If the business fails to pay to suppliers, if the business fails to pay the taxes, if the business fails to pay the salaries on time, then it will face problems in the business life. That is why every business liquidity position should be good. So how to assess the liquidity position? The liquidity position of the business can be assessed by using liquidity ratios. There are two types of ratios, current ratio and acid test ratio. Acid test ratio can also be called quick ratio or liquid ratio. So current ratio is the first ratio to know the liquidity position of the business. Current ratio, the formula is current assets over current liabilities. Current assets means the assets which can be converted into cash easily. Current liabilities are the liabilities which are to be paid within a short span, that is less than a year. So why we need to compare these things? Current assets are the assets which can be converted into cash. By using this cash, we have to pay the current liabilities. So whether do we have enough current assets to pay the current liabilities? The standard for this is 2:1. What does it mean, 2:1? It means for every $1 of current liability to pay, the business must have $2 worth of current assets. If the business has $2 worth of current assets, means the business is able to pay $1 current liability on time and the business liquidity position is good. So if you see the data given here, current assets are 30,000, current liabilities are 20,000. How to calculate the current ratio? So current ratio formula is current assets over current liabilities. That is 30,000 is the value of current assets, 20,000 is the value of current liabilities, that is 1.5. What does it indicate? This ratio indicates that for every $1 of current liability, the business has 1.5 worth of current assets. It means analyze the liquidity of XYZ Limited if the industry average is 2.1. It means the business current ratio is less than the industry average. It indicates that the liquidity position of this particular business is not good. Why it is not good? On what basis? Because it is the industry average is 2:1. It means for $1 current liability, the business must have $2 current assets. But here, to pay $1 current liability, the business has only $1.5 worth of current assets, which is not enough to pay because it is below the standard. So the firm might face problems while paying the current liabilities on time. So the liquidity position of this business is not good. Why? This is below the standard. That is the reason.